Welcome to Vanz Drumming. Today we're going to speak a little bit about funk. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about a basic funk beat. This is nothing crazy complicated. Anyone who can play straightforward grooves on the kit can apply this kit by just displacing the snare a little bit, making it kind of funky. So I'm going to take a groove out of Rick Latham's Advanced Funk Studies, probably the best funk book ever sold on the market. An older book, probably in the 80s, and I think they even reissued it. But buy it if you don't have it. It's a yellow cover. Advanced Funk Studies, Rick Latham. So this is a really straightforward beat. If you can play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it's based on offbeat hi-hat. So you're playing your hi-hat on the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. And what's cool about this beat, excuse me, your bass drum is actually going to be just on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you can do this, here we go. You're almost playing a funk beat. So basically, that's a no-brainer. Anybody playing drums should be able to count 1, 2, 3, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you can do that, now we'll break this beat down and I'll show it to you. Here it is, right out of the book. Kablam! Somewhere right about here is the groove. It is there. Anyway, so basically, if you look at this, the first actual beat is beat 1, and it's just that. Just that, 1 and. So what I suggest, if you look at this, you have the bass drum on 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the hi-hat is on ands. If you get used to playing that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you do it a little slow. Don't try to go fast, because funk doesn't need to be fast. Funk is funky, groovy. Here we go. That already grooves. There's no more nothing else I got to do. That's a groovy groove. Okay, so take a look at this. Basically, the first thing is basically playing 1 E and. All right. So 1 E and basically the snare drum is on the E, right? So 1 E and. Most people know how to read music, so the and is an eighth note being played on the hi-hat. So the is silent because an eighth note equals actually 2 parts of the beat. So here we go. Here we go. That's B1. Beat 2 is obviously the bass and snare together. So again, your bass and hi-hat are always going boom, bat, boom, bat. So bass and hi-hat, sorry, excuse me again. Bass and hi-hat are going 1 and 2, and so your snare is playing on the actual beat 2 with your bass drum. Wow, hey, all right, and then the and is on the hi-hat. So. That's beat 1 and 2 for you, folks. Now, let's go to beat 3. Beat 3 is basically the bass drum on the actual 3, and then you, because it's an eighth note, you have the E is silent, and the and is on the hi-hat, so the would be the snare. You see that? So 3 E and. I'm sorry, 3 and a, 3 and a, 3 and a. I'll play just beat 3 for you. And beat 4 basically is 4 and the snare and hi-hat are in unison together. They're friends like the bass drum was earlier. Okay, here we go. I'm not even going to play, I guess I'll play 4 for you. So here's the whole beat together slowly. All right? So that's kind of funky. It's pretty easy, but as you can see, just by bringing it down like that and going nice and slow, and again, if you can play that boom, boom, you got it. So break it down nice and slow. Do each beat separately, and if you have trouble getting it, go really slow until you break down each segment. And it's pretty easy. Again, this is an easy one. There's a lot of really cool grooves in this book. Maybe I'll come back and cover some of the more advanced ones in the future, but for even the basic rock drummer, you can easily, just shifting your snare, if you notice, your snare is being shifted to different places, you can apply this groove pretty easily. Now notice I'm actually doing a little bit of a lighter ghost note-y type hit on the ones in between and whacking the snare on the 2 and yeah, maybe on the and of 4. Let's see, I don't remember what I did. A. Yeah, so I'm actually doing more ghost notes and whacking the snare on 2 and the and of 4 as well. So, and now think about a fill. You don't want to just do this. You want to have some a feeling of a groove. So when you close your eyes and play this as a groove, feel it, feel it. So grooving does not, I can't teach you how to groove. There's no way anyone can teach anybody how to groove. I can teach you the skills to start playing it and feeling it. It's like a technical thing. I can teach you how to play double bass, rip around the drum set as fast as you can, but I cannot teach anybody how to feel a groove. It's only something that's going to come with years and years of just kind of just feeling it, playing it, jamming with people, jamming with solid musicians, things like that. Bassists who are really just all over the place and can lock in with a groove. So where am I going with this, you ask? Think about your actual fill. Maybe close your eyes and play your beat. Get a groove, start feeling it. Just lay down that groove. Do it for like 20 minutes and you'll start getting this really cool groove. And then maybe your fill will come out of you. Oh, and it's like this really cool groove. Or a fill that matches, feels like the groove you're playing. Okay? Not that that's anything crazy groovy or anything, it's just kind of spewing out of me, but it's not just a straightforward blah, 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 blah. So anyway, there you go, Vanz Drumming. Thank you for joining me again. Hope you have a great afternoon, evening, night, morning, sometime. Visit vanzdrumming.com, and we'll see you next time. Maybe we'll get a little funkier, crazier, wilder. All right, have a good one. Later.